Hey guys, welcome back to AM Info Trades. I am your host A Manzi, and today I want to be talking to you about what you need as your setup for you to get started with the markets, to get started with investing. I'll be showing you what you exactly need to buy, where to buy it from, or how to acquire it, and I'll be giving you a rough idea of how much you should be expecting before you get yourself started. And the other thing, at the end of the video, I want to make sure that I give you my own opinion for you to benefit from. I'll be giving you a rough idea, a general idea on what you should be thinking of before buying for yourself some of these things. First things first, before we start, please take 1 second and smash that like button, like and subscribe, and see what happens to your screen. Ta-da! Great, thank you. Okay, let's just jump right into it. First things first, what you need is simple. One thing, very simple, nothing complicated. The first thing that I had to go through is acquiring myself a cell phone. Of course, I already had a cell phone, but I had to buy a cell phone that was able to take the trading to a proper level. You need a stronger cell phone to be able to run fast enough for you to keep up with the markets. So I bought myself a cell phone, and that was the year before I started trading. That was about 1.5 years ago. I bought it for 400 and I bought it used. So that was 400, bought it used, and that was the first thing I had. The second thing that you might need to do is, as you level up, you might jump yourself to a laptop level. The laptop is definitely far much better, bigger screen and better functions. So you could just go for the laptop. And when you go for the laptop, the first thing that you will see is the performance. Performance is definitely better. Display is definitely better. And you have other options that come from having a laptop. Personally, I bought my laptop from a friend, and I only bought it for $400 just 3 years ago. Just 3 years ago. So it was pretty cheap and it was a good deal for me, and I can never regret it. As you scale yourself up in the levels of trading, you might need to jump on to the third thing, and that thing is the screens. Yes, the monitors. They definitely worth it. The more experienced you become, you realize that monitors play a big role in helping you notice some of the small details that you really need to pick up. You can monitor several different stocks and it looks fancy. Let's be honest with you. Okay, so how I did it is, when I went to looking for my monitors, I went to the store and they were super expensive. The monitors and the stand, they were just ridiculously expensive. So what I did is I went to Facebook Market. Do you know how much I bought them for? Simple as that. Cheap, dead cheap. I bought my whole setup just for $170. Just $170. And now you can imagine all that I have just for my setup. The next thing that you might need to do is, just before the monitors, of course, you would have to buy yourself a table and a chair. That is when you reach the level of just using the laptop. And then the other thing that you could look forward into getting, the adapter, the HDMI, and some other little things that you might just need to help you there and there to make your work more comfortable and much more easier. So now let's jump into what I think I can give you as a person who is starting off. Remember, my channel is to help you take off from the ground, as I am also taking off from the ground with this channel. I want you to be able to follow through and be able to benefit from this channel from the moment I take off, starting right now. My take is, as a new investor, if you are really new and you're just getting started, don't just run into so many expensive and crazy things. As you can see, I spent close to like roughly $1,000 on my whole equipment. But when I started, I only started with my cell phone. That is a good idea, because just imagine if I started and had failed and had no way of winning my trades. Obviously, I would have given up. Now imagine if you had bought all this equipment and at the end of the day you find that you're not being successful in the trades. That would definitely have disappointed you. But when you're starting off, just be simple about it. Start with your cell phone and then see what happens from there. Then when you scale up, if you're performing better, get yourself a table, get yourself a laptop, and the better it gets, get yourself screens. Who knows, maybe in the end you might have 10 screens rounded up in your room. That's all I had for this video. If you have any question, let me down in the comments below. Let me know any question that you have, and I'll be ready to give you an answer. Anything that relates to how you get yourself set. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and remember, have fun while trading, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.